Alrighty then, what's going on there, people? ETX back again tonight with another video, another live stream, another hangout stream, Poppin' Claws, as per usual. How we doing tonight, guys? Let me make sure I have everything going here. Is it still playing? Yes. Open this up. See, this is one thing I don't understand about some of the retarded hosts in the LCU, or just a bunch of the hosts altogether. Because when they go live, even if they're using Discord, they go through, or excuse me, when they go live, they're going through Discord. And some of the hosts can't see the chat. And it's like they're not reading it. They have to rely on their co-host to read the chat to them, and super chats and things of that nature. And I just don't get it. I say it all the time in the comments and stuff. I'm like, why don't you just open another window? And even in OBS, you could have it set up to where you connect it to YouTube or connect it to Discord or whatever you want to connect it to, and you can have the YouTube chat literally right there in your OBS. Now, if they're not using OBS, if they're just a co-host, I mean, every host, in my opinion, should know how to run OBS and should have OBS. You know, so again, if you're doing that, you can just do that. You can have it linked and literally see your YouTube chat in OBS in a side window. But if you're not doing that, you know, there's a thing called multiple windows. You know, you could have 4 open windows. Like, if, like, I could have OBS in one corner, your YouTube channel where you're watching it with the chat in one corner, Discord in one corner, and something else in the other corner, or just split in half. Like, I don't understand it, because they'll go the entire stream not being able to see anything, and I don't get it. Because in Discord calls, sometimes you can only see each other, so you can't see the chat or anything like that, which I don't get. So yeah. And what is the title for mine? Speaking of which, it's State 666. That's not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be ETX Live Hangout Stream Poppin' Claws. That's what the title is supposed to be. Yo, what's going on there? Face of Fear. We're doing good. Just hanging out here. This isn't going to be a long stream. I'm just going to be hanging out for a few. I have to make a couple errands, go on a couple little errands shortly. Well, actually, I'm not going it. Well, yeah, I'm not drinking and driving. I'm not driving, but I gotta get, I'm gonna get over to Jewel and pick up Thor's prescription, and I think I'm gonna go to good old McDonald's also. Yeah, not driving, but you don't need to have a car to get places. So anyway, but yeah, that's all. And yeah, I took off work today. Just didn't feel like going. I woke up and I just didn't feel like going in. Yeah. So I used my PPTO. What does it stand for? It's like, well, there's paid time off, and there's, oh, that's what it is. Protective paid time off, PPTO. So after a certain, X amount of time, you build up the more you work, the more time you build up. And unlike regular time off, which you occur over X amount of time and then you can use or just get paid out, with PPTO, say you're running late or you just want to take the day off and not have it used against you, because where I work, they have a point system. Like, even, even if you report it, and don't use your PPTO, then you get like a point or something. I'm not exactly sure. But if you want to not have that happen, you can use your PPTO, and it protects it, so you don't get any points against you, and then you also get paid for it. So I had about 9 hours, and I worked 9-hour days. I didn't really want to use it, but I was like, I just don't feel like it. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I went live the other night, so I'll just kind of summarize what I talked about there, because again, this isn't going to be a long stream. But yeah, the LCU right now is just in shambles, pretty much. All the shows suck. I mean, I don't watch all the shows, but from what I've seen, all the shows suck. Locale Live being the main show really sucks. It's just no good. Ever since Keem left, it just went down the toilet. Boogie with his fake crash outs and this and that, and his horrible acting. It's just really cringy, really annoying. It's not funny. And then you have another fat ass Rastov. I never really liked him to begin with. I don't find him funny. He's annoying as well. Scooter, which I can't stand that name. He's okay, but I don't know, adult men with these names, I don't get it. Like, Little Scooter, like, it's so fucking so stupid. So whatever, he's neither here nor there. He was okay when he was on Bus with Sweet Tea, but then, he ended up getting moved and all that. And then this other fucking retard Booster. Like, what are these names, So I don't even watch Locale Live anymore. Basically, I just tune in here and there, like I was watching a little bit ago, but it just sucks. So yeah. The only shows I watch, it did fall down to just Locale Live in Queens, but Locale Live is just pretty much unbearable. It's literally unwatchable. I don't know how that show makes money. I mean, I guess all these retards out here watch all these shows and whatever, but it's actually Locale Queens with Mike and Tina and Savage, which she's okay to a point, but it gets she gets stale after a while. Like tonight, like her voice just gets to me after a while, especially when she talks loud or yells. And then when you add drinking into the equation, I don't know what it is with these grown adults that get drunk and they turn into they literally turn into retarded children. It's very bizarre. Xylee is the same way, another bitch I can't fucking stand. But her and Savage have that in common. When they get drunk, they both turn into severely mentally challenged fucking children. It is the weirdest shit ever. It's like you would think they never got drunk in their life. It's very fucking bizarre, and it's cringy as fuck, and it's annoying as hell to watch. But basically Queens with Tina and Mike, and then Locale Bus with Sweet Tea, and now Mike's been on there the last 2 or 3 nights, and it's been good. And that's about it. Every other show I don't watch. I never watch Rewind because of Xylee. Like, I just can't stand her voice. Billy, I never found him entertaining. Like, I said this before, but I just don't understand the appeal to these people. So many people are so gung-ho and love them so much, but I just don't understand the appeal to these people. Doesn't make any sense to me. I don't find them funny. They're not entertaining. They're just all fucking super annoying. Like, like all these shows, man, they're just one. It's just one retard after another, and people just eat the shit up. Uh, and I know I'm saying retard a lot, but they're all literally fucking. They're all retards. Glammy Lammy, she's literally the cringiest fucking retard in the entire LCU, and that's really saying something. But she's like brain dead, and she thinks like she's some great fucking entertainer or some shit. Dude, it's, I don't know. And then you got all these side shows, B circuit shows. Like, there's just too many shows. It's spread too thin. Every show is basically a rewind. They all talk about one another, fight with one another. Like, it's stupid. Aside from Queens and Local Bus, pretty much. But yeah, they all suck. It's, I don't know. Since, like I said, since Keem left, it's just really fucking bad. Not that it was super great when he was there. But yeah, it's I don't know. Don't know. Don't care. Yeah. And like I said, I tried out for some shows in the past. Like, I've talked about this multiple times, so I'm not gonna sit here and loop. But I would consider being a host on a show, but it would depend on what kind of show, and with who, and also what time. Usually, it seems like these B circuit shows are, I don't know, any of the non-main shows are at at night in the evening, which would have to be because of my work schedule. So whatever show it would be, it would have to be at night. But I just haven't seen anything that I would even consider trying out for now. Like months back, like I said, I was for Local Madhouse. I was talking to David Jaffe behind the scenes about possibly becoming a fourth host with them because there were already three. I came up with show ideas and show notes and etc. for future shows. And then, but then he ended up getting fired and the show was canceled. And then Madhouse turned into Local Dark, which never materialized into anything, to which they did tryouts for. I went up the first night with Rastov and Billy were up there on panel, and I made it to round two. They were going to do 2 or 3 nights of tryouts, and then they were going to do a second round of tryouts. Whoever made it to round 2 were going to go against each other, some shit like that. But that never ended up happening. I made it to round 2, and then it just fizzled out and became Local Dolls. Like I said, I'm not a doll, I'm not a girl. So that just, and the only reason that I tried out to begin with is because I thought, and going back to Madhouse even, because Madhouse was the only show in the LCU that wasn't centered around drama and doing stupid shit, dumping shit on yourself and just, acting a fool and just, I don't know. I'm not down with all that stuff, So, and they centered on like horror and paranormal stuff, aliens, true crime, conspiracy theories, etc. And that's what drew my interest to Madhouse to begin with. And then when that was, and then when he was fired and the show was canceled, like I said, it turned into Local Dark, which I thought was going to be a reiteration of that, and then there was never even a theme set for it, and then it just turned into Dolls. And then since then, and that seems like a long ass time ago, because like I've said before, time in the LCU is different, like 6 months in the LCU, a month in the LCU is like 6 months real time, so that seems like a long ass time ago, LCU time. And then I just haven't tried out for anything since then. I was gonna try out for something one or two different times when Keem was doing tryouts recently, but I was at work. The one morning I just had gotten up and I was gonna be getting ready for work, didn't have time, and the other time I was at work, or maybe it was the same day because they were because I was watching until I got to work. I think that's what it was. And then I haven't seen any tryouts since then. If there has been, I don't know about it. But again, it wouldn't like I don't have any problem with drama based stuff, or just LCU stuff in general, because even though I haven't been watching too much lately, I do still know a fair amount of everything that's going on in the LCU overall. Anything that really is of any importance, pretty much. And I know who people are, and I know the lore of the LCU. I mean, I've been in it for about a year now. So, and I could do that, but everything in moderation is good. Or a combination of things, but yeah, I would like some type of show similar to Madhouse, I guess. I don't know, a show again centered around horror, true crime, conspiracy theories, aliens, stuff like that. But the thing is, that type of stuff doesn't necessarily bring in the numbers, the viewers, the money, etc., etc. I mean, there's only been like one show about that, so maybe just hasn't had the right people view it, because even when Madhouse was on, it was pretty fucking boring. Like, Jaffe just goes on and on and on and on. And Tech, like, I did not like that guy, and Bunny, she was okay. She was just, eye candy, and just sat there, didn't do much or say much. So I don't know. Just hasn't been right place, right time yet. But I would consider being a host in the LCU. It would just have to be the right show and with the right people are the most, are the most two important, the two most important things. So yeah. Ooh, just got a weird pain in my back. But yeah, so that's pretty much where I stand with all that. So change my going to cycle. I gotta try and crack my back. Ugh. Oh Lord. It's going too fast. Still too fast. Just gonna leave this window open right here. But anyway, yeah. And then aside from that, you know what? Let's gonna put this green. I wonder. So you could see that this is green. I don't know why. I wonder if it's if it looks brighter on different devices. But yeah. Anyway, so incoming or upcoming content. I went over in on my last live the other night. Um, you know how I do. I'm always changing colors on everything. Mm. That's a cool color. That's weird. Um. Anyway, yeah. So the next probably about 7 videos, long form. Well, really 14, because every long form. And when I say long form, I mean 5 minutes or less, because that's a long form content these days. Aside from my live streams, but yeah, the next 7 videos. Well, there's gonna be a long form and a short for each, so technically 14. But they're all gonna be Michael Myers masks. I did the H1, the Trick or Treat Studios, uh, H1, just the stock, and then I did the Trick or Treat Studios H1 Myers 78 rehaul, which is sitting right behind me, right there. Yeah, I keep that one in here, not in the mask room, because I just want it in the background. But yeah, it looks cool. It's a fucking awesome piece. I love that mask. It's one of my favorite in my collection. Um, but anyway, so the next video that I'm probably gonna do tonight. Actually, I said this the other night, but I'll probably do it tonight, and it'll be Halloween 2, Michael Myers mask with the blood coming out of the eyes, and then I'm gonna be doing Halloween 4. I like that mask. It's a cool looking mask. It has the black mesh on the eyes. And then after that, obviously I'm just doing the masks. I'm making content of the masks I have. And after that will be Halloween 2018. Then Halloween Kills, which, by the way, Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills were so good. And then they just fucked it all up with Halloween Ends. I don't get it. Like, the Shape was such an unstoppable. He was such an unstoppable fucking force in those 2 movies. So powerful and so, man, he was just so fucking violent and just unkillable. And then he goes from that to the bullshit in Halloween Ends. Actually, I want to go back and watch those movies. It's been a while since I watched them. But, I mean, look at how he was in Halloween 2018 and Kills. And the Kills particularly. He was just unfucking killable. And then look at him in Ends. Panting, can't breathe, out of breath, falling over. It was pathetic. It was ridiculous. And it was like it wasn't even really a Halloween movie. It could have been its own horror movie. Like the kid that was like trying to take Michael Myers' place or whatever. I actually I liked him in the movie, and he plays a really good serial killer, but he could have that should have been its own solo movie. It would have done well like that. But yeah, for Ends to be like that, and then the way he died in the woodshed, like it's just stupid. You know, and then for Laurie to still have his mask, and basically it's kind of like insinuating that there's like a presence in the mask, and like an entity, and it's almost like making you think, okay, so what is it? It's going to come back in her now, and she's going to be the new Michael Myers. I don't know. But even like the second movie though, Kills, like, Lori, being in the hospital, like the entire movie, and just like, yeah, the whole hospital thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, like this little escaped mental patient. Like, how are you gonna confuse this little tiny pudgy mental patient with fucking towering brute fucking Michael Myers? Like, I don't get it. It was really goofy and stupid. What are we talking about here? Night Owl Michael Myers. Huh? Are Night Owl Myers mask good or not? Or rare? What's a Night Owl Myers mask? I don't know what that is. Enlighten me. Like a company? All my Michael Myers masks are from Trick or Treat Studios, and like I said in the last video, it's with Trick or Treat Studios being mass produced masks, it's always the luck of the draw of the quality of the copy that you're gonna get. But I've said it in my videos also that I lucked out with the quality of the copies that I got, because all of my Trick or Treat Studios Myers masks are really good copies, especially when it comes to the kills and actually 2018 kills and ends. Like, I've seen some really, really bad ones that look just terrible, but all my copies are good. Some guy messaged me on Facebook and he said they were some old company, but I don't know anything about it. I don't know. I would have to look that up. Maybe it was an old mask company. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of weird because I can't even think of, like, when it comes to like old masks, like, I don't know how common old Michael Myers masks were, like, before Trick or Treat Studios. Like, we always had Jason masks. There was always plenty of those. And actually, I saw an ad for the old Freddy Krueger mask kit. It was a Freddy Krueger mask, the hat, and the glove, and some other things. And I mean, this is like after Nightmare on Elm Street 1 came out. This kit came out that you can buy. But we have some pictures, old pictures of when we were kids on Halloween one year, and my dad was actually Freddy Krueger wearing that exact mask and that glove. It was that cloth glove with the plastic blades. It was still cool as hell though. And he had a red and white sweater, striped sweater. I think that sweater was actually my mom's, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but there's some pictures with us, on Halloween, wearing that. Pretty cool. But I actually want to pick that up again, but it's probably expensive to find, an old kit that was never opened or anything. Yeah, I don't know. Not what is it? Night Owl. I don't know. I know. Isn't Night Owl? Isn't that a damn cigar brand? Something Owl. I think it's Night Owl. Actually, I don't know. That's the only Night Owl I know of. I don't know. And so like I said, all my Myers masks are Trick or Treat Studios, and then this one behind me is also Trick or Treat Studios, but this is the one that I sent in to a rehauler. And a rehauler, I don't know if you know or not, is someone that takes a mask, strips off the paint, takes off the hair, and just redoes everything. Puts in new hair, repaints it, and makes it, as movie accurate as possible, which this one is. So, like I said, if you want to check my content, it's the last long form video I filmed. I mean, you can even see from here, it looks really good. So, yeah, so my next 7 videos are going to be Myers Mask. I was going to do this before, like, leading up to Halloween, but I just didn't end up doing it. But yeah, so like I said, I have the Halloween one, the stock one, and then the rehauled mask that I already did videos for. I did both in one video. The next one is going to be Halloween 2, then Halloween 4, then Halloween 2018, then Halloween Kills, then Halloween Ends, and then I have a Michael Myers half mask, just plain white, and then I have another one, a plain white half mask, but painted up like the Joker, or Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. Yeah, I don't know. I had two Rudell clown masks, Slipknot clown masks. One of them I made a video for on my channel. The other one was it was the Grammys clown, the gray one. But the other one was just a regular Slipknot Rudell, and that video is up on the channel. So, and yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. And man, it would be nice if I got monetized already. It is taking a goddamn long time. I'm a little over 900 subscribers, and the actual watch hours are within the 365 days to which the watch hours have to be to get monetized. I'm at around like over 2,500. So I'm about 500 watch hours away from being able to be partially monetized, which is in the form of I'll be able to make channel memberships to where, $5, $10 a month or whatever I set it. You could get, early access content, for the long form. Like I'll start doing it. Like I'll put a 24-hour hold, but for it to be public, but members only will get to see it first ahead of time, early, obviously. There'll be members only videos, regular long form videos, live streams, etc., etc. And then with that, when I do live stream, and you could do it after the live stream as well on the VODs or the live stream playback. And VOD stands for videos on demand. It's just content that was already uploaded. But it'll give you the ability to super chat, which that's pretty much where the money is at on YouTube these days. It's from super chatting on live streams. So that comes with that. And then also, I believe you're able to make, I don't know how it works exactly. Obviously, they get a cut of it, probably a big cut, because they're making it and putting it out. It's probably half and half kind of thing. But I believe with that, you can put merch out, so like you could put out your channel name with your logo on hoodies, t-shirts, etc., etc. And I already have a logo. Obviously, it's in the corner right hand of the video, or on the screen, I mean. That's my ETX logo, which started out as ETX masks, but and it's basically a stitched up alien face, and it makes sense because ET, stands for a few things. I've also talked about this before too, but ET stands for extraterrestrial, which is another word for an alien. And then the X is for xenomorph, like the Alien movies, which is also an alien. So it's kind of like Alien. But yeah, I have that, and then the logo. So that'd be cool to have that on a hoodie and a hat, like ball caps and shirts and stuff. That'd be badass. And then to be fully monetized, so that's 1,000 subscribers plus 3,000 watch hours. But I'm seeing two different things that they updated it to where you only need 500 subscribers and 300 watch hours to be partially monetized, which is the things I just said. But to become fully monetized, you need 1,000 and 4,000 watch hours. So you get everything I just said with the channel memberships, super chatting, merch, and then when you're fully monetized, then you get monetized through AdSense, and that's when everything else starts counting. Views, watch hours, comments, sharing, likes, dislikes, everything counts as engagement. And the algorithm and pushing your content out to more people, etc., etc. So yeah, to be fully monetized would be cool. And then you get between this and that per 1,000 views and everything else. But everything as a whole counts monetarily when you're fully monetized. So, and what I don't think is fair, which as far as I know right now, I've asked this question before, what about everything you've accumulated up until you get monetized? Because if you don't have YouTube Premium and you watch my videos, there's ads on them. There's ads running on all my stuff. And, the views and everything else, the watch hours, like all that accumulation, and then you don't get anything for it. As far as I know right now, you don't get any back pay. But where does that money go to then? It's fucking bullshit. So I don't know, updated. So I don't know. But anyway. So grab another claw. I'll be right back. And Thor might want to say hi. Well, Thor is all cozy on the couch, so I don't want to bother him. He's in a bunch of my videos, though. In fact, I did a short of him today. That's up on the channel if you want to go check out. Which side is okay? Yeah, I did a little short of him today on the. Excuse me. In the windowsill in the bathroom. He was just hanging out in the window in the sun, being cute as usual. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, any questions, comments, ideas, masks that you want to see that I haven't done yet that's on the mask wall? What time is it? 7:42. I need to get the jewel before 9 o'clock. I'm either gonna. It's actually not too bad outside right now. The weather's been up and down, but I'm probably just gonna ride my bike there. I'm probably just gonna ride my bike over there and back, and then stop at McDonald's on the way back. So let's check the weather right now. Actually, that is if it's not raining. Because it's been raining. It started a while ago. Let me see. Is it raining right now? I'm pulling up the weather. Is it raining? Wait. No, it's not currently, but... Is this that weather app that where you can pull up the entire planet? Is this that on here? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, there's some cool stuff on this is what is this? MSN something or another. I just saw it a second ago. Yeah, MSN weather. There's some cool stuff stock on my PC here. In the weather app in particular, like you could look at the whole planet and like you can see close. Why won't this close? You could like look at the entire planet and see a live view of the weather and the rain and like storms and stuff like that in different areas. It's pretty cool. Yeah. You guys know about this movie right here? Mandy. I think I've talked about it before. I mentioned it being in the video. Oop. Going glitchy. It's OBS. Does that every so often. But the movie Mandy, it's really good. It's a Nicolas Cage movie. It's a revenge movie. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say sci-fi, but there's some sci-fi elements to it, like fantasy, horror. It's really cool. And that's actually his main weapon in the movie that he makes, that axe. That's a fucking badass axe he makes. With the pointed end on the one end, and he jams in the one guy's mouth. That one kill is crazy. And it's like, and then he slowly, and blood squirting out, and then he to finish him off. He got that guy good. Yeah, that axe is really cool. And there was a company making replicas of it, you know, because I buy movie prop replicas and et cetera, et cetera. And it was like $300 or something, and I was gonna do it. And it's a big axe, you know, it's like 3.5, 4 feet long or something like that. But, and this is the only company that I saw making real, you know, metal replicas, steel. They fucking dulled the edges. They purposely dulled it and rounded the pointy edges, and the axe itself, like that thing is supposed to be razor sharp, super pointy, and then especially that end, you know, it's supposed to be to a really sharp point, and they fucking rounded it off and dulled it. Real metal. Why would, and it's like $400 or something like that. I think it was 300. Um, I'm like, what the fuck? So I never bothered with it. I mean, of course you can get it and, you know, get the equipment needed to sharpen it yourself, but who's gonna spend $300 on a real steel replica just to have to do more work to it to get it the way you want? You know, so I'm like, ah, fuck that. What was the name of that axe? Uh, Somebody in the chat knows. Refresh my memory. What the hell is the name of that axe in the movie? It's called, I can't remember. But yeah. And this only lighting besides this in white that doesn't drown out the poster. Actually, it's a canvas print is what it is. And the one next to that one over there, that's Jack Napier Joker. That's a canvas print. And then I have another canvas print over here. I have a bunch of canvas prints. Hold on, I'll turn the light on. I got, well, on here anyway, I have the Mandy one. That's a canvas print. I have the little Jack Napier Joker. That's a canvas print. And then I have an alien, dude, these White Claws, the carbonation. I have a Xenomorph, Big Chap, and then I have the CRM over there from The Walking Dead, Civic Republic Military. But I'll show you. And you can see some other stuff. And yeah. Yep. Those are my canvas. Well, do I have more canvas prints than that? Let me think. Yeah, I have another CRM one, which is in the front room. I have a long one that's not too tall. It's like, I don't know, about a foot tall, but it's like, I don't know, 3 feet long or so, of the Milky Way galaxy, which is our galaxy. I have a canvas print of Ed Gain's farmhouse in Plainfield, Wisconsin. Which, by the way, if you haven't watched Ed Gain show on Netflix, go ahead and do that. If you like, go ahead and watch that. If you like true crime and everything like that, go ahead and check it out. It's fucking excellent. His voice, by the way, because I was wondering why the actor was talking like that and where they got that from, because Ed Gein's real voice sounds nothing like that, or sounded nothing like that. But actually, it's something the actor did himself. So if you're wondering the same thing, wonder no longer, because I just answered it. But yeah, I have a canvas print of Ed Gein's farmhouse. What else? I think that's it. Is there anything? I feel like there's something else in the mask room. That was in the mask room, and then I moved it in the bathroom, along with the Milky Way galaxy print as well. I think that's it. Oh, and then I have a canvas print of my logo. Well, when I first started my channel, ETX Masks, with the stitched alien face, which is also supposed to be, you know, like a mask, like a stitched together, you know, skin mask, but an alien. At the same time, it's a stitched skin alien face. But yeah, ETX Masks, and it's on the mask wall. Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up in a minute, unless anybody has any last minute questions or anything like that. Feel free. And then also, whether you do it here or on the replay, you know, when I was talking about monetization just a little while ago, again, I am not monetized yet. So if anybody wants to help out the channel, me and the channel monetarily, you can do so by super chatting via Cash App at ETX666, which I have listed right here. Excuse me. Which I have listed right here. Now, when you send something, there's an option to leave a message. So when you do that, in your message, you can say your comment, ask your question, so on and so forth. And then that in turn will be your super chat. Okay, that's the only way to super chat if you felt so inclined to do so. All right, and whether I see it and it happens while I'm live, I'm going glitchy. Whether it happens and I see it, whether it happens while I'm live and I see it, or if it happens on the live stream replay, I will read it aloud on the next live stream. However, of course, if I see it live, I am going to read it live, shout you out, thank you for it, all that good stuff. Again, whatever your question, comment, show idea is, if you want to see something on the next long form video, if you want to come on as a guest, turn it into a podcast, which is, you know, would be the idea later on. I'm down for all that. So again, everything will be read. I'm very good with responding to comments here on other social media. All my stuff is linked in the bio of my channel. And yeah, and pretty much everything pertaining to YouTube, I post on Instagram and Twitter. And I'm ETX everywhere. ETX or ETX213. I'm ETX everywhere. So, and then non-monetarily, obviously, being subscribed. When you are subscribed, hitting the notification bell and setting it to all, liking the video, commenting down below, let me know what you think, sharing the video, etc., etc. All those things help. So anything monetarily, like I mentioned, obviously will help, and non-monetarily it also helps too, because it all plays into the algorithm. Like I said before, everything counts as engagement and fitting into that algorithm and pushing my content out to more and more viewers, and all it does is help me and my channel. And I'm very very close to being actually fully monetized and fully monetized. And I said this before, you know, it's so hard to hit that 1,000 subscriber threshold, starting from nothing, starting from zero, and building and building off of zero. It's very difficult. You know, finding any success, any level of success on YouTube in 2024, which is when I started this channel, and 2025. Very, very difficult. But I'm almost there, baby. I'm almost there, and it feels good. It's pretty fucking cool, actually. I just want to see, I mean, I just can't wait till I see that 1,000, because, you know, once you hit that 1,000, it's much, much easier to progress from there. You know, 1,000 turns into 2,000, turns into 5,000, turns into 10,000. Like, once you hit that 1,000, it just literally just continues to go up from there, man. And I'm very excited and happy to see that. You know, and this has been done by myself, no external help, no shout outs, no, you know, botted fucking subscribers or viewers or anything like that. Everything is organically grown by me. And it's fucking cool. It's awesome. And if I could turn this into a form of income, even better. And obviously when that happens, there'll be more and more stuff on the channel. You know, my channel is a combination of genres. I do a lot of different things on this channel. If you don't know, and if you're just seeing this for the first time, obviously a live stream. Just do regular Hangout streams, talking about all sorts of stuff. Talking about the LCU, talking about my content, just, you know, random things. Just Hangout streams, popping a few claws, and that's pretty much it. Talking to you guys, engaging. And that's, you know, that's one form of content. Another form of content on my channel is long form content. I have a mask collection. I collect masks, Slipknot, horror movie, you know, horror themed, true crime. I have a small collection of true crime stuff that I haven't really shown on camera yet. That's coming down the pipeline, of course. Comic books. I have a huge comic book collection. I am a big comic book collector. I've loved comic books all my life. Movie prop replicas, you know, horror and comic book movie replicas, and I've used this before just because it's right here on the desk. But like this, for instance, the Lament configuration from the Hellraiser movies, you know, stuff like that, and 1-to-1 replicas. And I always try and get, you know, there's a lot of replicas out there ranging in shit quality to top of the line quality. I always try and get the top of the line of anything I get, whether it be masks, replicas, etc., etc. You know, like this hammer that my phone is sitting on. Can't really see. Yeah, this Thor's hammer. That's a direct 1-to-1, like it is exactly in the Avengers and Thor movies. You know, there's all sorts of Thor's hammers out there, and like 99% of them are pure shit. That's a direct 1-to-1 copy. You know, stuff like that. Gaming. I live stream gaming all the time, usually with no commentary. Recently, I started in with commentary, and I also have a gaming PC to which I haven't streamed gaming content from, which I probably should start doing. But I do gaming content. Usually, I fluctuate between a few different games, being Call of Duty, Warzone, obviously, Red Dead 2, GTA 5, Mortal Kombat, etc., etc. So I'm always playing those. And what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, that's multiple things. So it's not just one specific genre here at ETX. And I've changed the channel name multiple times. It's just, like I was ETX Masks because I was just masked. Then I integrated, comics and collectibles into it, So then I was ETX Collectibles for a short time. Then I was ETX Prime, and then ETX Live, which I can't just have it ETX, like it is ETX, but then for your what is it, username or whatever, like it'll say, whatever, but I just put that as ETX 213 right now, because if I have it as ETX Live, then it just sounds like I'm going live all the time, when that's not the scenario, even though I am, but that's not all it is. So I was thinking of changing it back to ETX Prime, or maybe ETX Entertainment, but then it's just like kind of too long. I want it to just be ETX, which it is. So I don't know. But anyway, because that way, when it's not ETX this, that, and the other, it's not one specific genre. When it's just ETX, then you don't know, everything falls under one umbrella, and that's the goal. Because YouTube likes one genre and one genre only. But I'm thinking that this can possibly be a workaround to that, to where they don't notice and still push my content out to everybody. But I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it, kids. Yep. 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 So that's about it. You know what? I'm gonna get Thor. I don't like getting him up, but he's gonna say hi. He's gonna say night night to the YouTubes. He's my good boy. And actually, I'm gonna finish this and grab one more, and then I'll get him as well. Actually, I only have one left anyway, so. But anyway, how we doing, motherfuckers? And by the way, if you can let me know what videos of mine, whoever's seeing this, if because despite the views and this and that, like I have channel engagement, but I would like the engagement to be a lot more than it is. So start talking to me in the comments, in the live stream chat, in the comments of the VODs. Let me know what's going on. Just say, hey, what's up? Or where you're from? Or where are you coming from? Are you coming from like the drama, LCU, BBU side of things? Or are you coming from the masks and comics and collectible side of things? Are you coming from the gaming side of things? Like, where are you coming from? What are you interested? What do you want to see more? Do you have requests for different masks or comics? Like, dude, I have so much more content to put out there. It's just a matter of filming it and getting it out. But engage with me and I will engage back, and the more of you that do that, the quicker I will get monetized, and which means the more content I will have out for you guys, especially when I monetize and I make channel memberships. I'll be, like I said, I'll be making members only content, members only streams, and all sorts of stuff, man. It's really cool. You know, early access videos, members only gaming streams, where you could come and fucking, you know, be on a squad with me in Call of Duty, all sorts of stuff like that. You know, there's a lot of different possibilities. Shit, just going to get coffee, or, you know, hanging out with me and Thor, and just there's all sorts of stuff. You know, social media can be a very good, positive thing. And it's also like a form of self therapy for me, you know? You know, I have a few different forms of self therapy, but, you know, social media is one of those things. You know, YouTube, especially, making content, filming, creating content, it just keeps you busy. It gives you an escape. And same thing, consuming content as well. I'm a consumer and I'm a creator, you know, and yeah, it just provides an escape. And yeah, you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So, oh, by the way, if anybody does want to connect with me on the game, I'm ETX 213 on Call of Duty. So send me a friend request or whatever. Let me know you're from YouTube. You gotta let me know you're from YouTube, so I know. And yeah, like I said, but and when I get monetized again, also members only gaming streams, and then I could stream it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool, man. There's a lot of different things we can do, and yeah, good time to be online in 2025 here, going on 2026, dude. 2026. What the fuck? I remember when it was turning 2000, Y2K. Anybody remember that? In fact, I remember the last song I played on December 31st, 1999 at like 11:59 p.m. You know what it was? It's the End of the World by R.A.M. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Yeah, people thought that, you know, the computers were going to set back to zero and cause a major malfunction. Planes were going to drop out of the sky. Fucking nukes were going to launch themselves. All this crazy shit. People literally thought it was the end of the world, and nothing happened. They thought the world was going to end multiple times. 2012 was another one, if I'm not mistaken, because I think 2012 is when the Mayan calendar ends. Which is strange in itself, but you know, yeah. Mask content. After the Michael Myers masks, hold on. Let me grab another claw. Be right back. After these messages, we'll be right back. See, this stuff like this shows my age. Shows my age, but I don't look my age. Well, yeah. Yeah, I said that before. And it's true. I don't look my age. Which is a good thing. I still get carded. Things like that. But in fact, my birthday is coming up before the end of the month, you won't take a guess how old I am. If some of you know that have been with me, you probably do know, but it's hard to believe, honestly. Time doesn't make any sense. I'll tell you that. $41. 41 years old. What? What the fuck? How is that possible? Like, seriously, how is that possible? I don't know. I really don't know. Here's to me. YouTube went glitchy on that. Or, OBS went glitchy at that moment, so we'll do it again. Here's to me. It's really unbelievable, man. I know I'm like going from one subject to the next, but whatever. This is my stream. It's crazy, dude. It is really crazy. The heck? Time is a mother chicken. That's an Anchor Grandpa word there. Payback is a mother chicken. I think that's when, and then Michael's like, mother chicken. He's like, I'm trying not to cuss or swear. I'm trying not to swear. Did he say swear or cuss? I think he said cuss. Anyway. Time is definitely a mother chicken. Doesn't make any sense. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Has no feeling. No empathy. Doesn't care. At all. At all. When your number's up, your number's up. Luckily, I have good genes. We have good genes. Speaking about my siblings. Yeah, I mean, both my grandparents made it to 96, almost 97. And up until, like, I want to say the last, like, 2 years of his life, he was, like, fully functional. You know? I mean, he was still with it mentally, like, never had any kind of, forgetfulness or, like, dementia, anything like it. My grandma had dementia. My grandpa did not. You know, he was with it mentally all the way to the end. Like, we'd walk in the door, hey, Grandpa, hey, such and such, say our names right away. Unbelievable. In fact, he was still driving and golfing at 93. 90 fucking 3 years old. He was still driving and golfing like twice a week. Amazing. You know? Anyway, I just started saying that because I have good genes. So hopefully, but the thing is, I don't know. Now I'm getting too deep. just the thought of losing your faculties and stuff like that is just like, ugh. But I mean, he didn't. But you know, last couple of years he was like very weak and losing a lot of weight and this and that. But um, overall though, I mean, he did really good. But other people, you know, not so much. And but again, you know, I've said this before too when I talked about it. While you're losing your faculties, it's not like you know that you're losing your faculties. So I guess I don't know. But just the idea of it, just like, I'd rather be just, let's go. Anyway, forget all that. But yeah, 41, which is less than half of my grandpa's age, which is mind-boggling. He lived another 60 years, basically. Almost. Fuck. I can't imagine another 60 years, bro. Damn. That's crazy to think about, man. It's crazy. And he smoked and drank a good portion of his life. You know, up until like the last, what, 20 years or something? Well, maybe 30, I don't know. But a lot of people actually, when they smoke and drink their entire life and then stop, that's usually when they get cancer or something. It'll be after they, like, you know, 5-10 years after they stopped, which is ironic. It seems to never happen while they're in it. I mean, I'm sure it does, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm veering way off track here. But yeah, dude, 40. I'm still 40 and going on 41, and it doesn't feel right. So I don't know. That's all. But I mean, that's good. You know, I've always been in, you know, pretty good health, fairly good health. I've never had, you know, knock on wood, never had any like diseases, or I've never had any surgeries or anything go wrong, and I have a pretty rocky past, so that in of itself is kind of a miracle. Not kind of, it is. That I'm even alive to begin with is a miracle, based on what I put myself through and where I've been and situations I've been in. Like, I should not be alive. That is for sure. But yeah, I mean, I've always been in fairly good health, and hopefully it stays that way. You know, I hardly ever even really get sick. Like, I will catch a cold every so often, and that's about it, you know? So anyway, I don't know. I'm just kind of like babbling on here, going from one thing to the next. I didn't even mean to stay live this long, honestly. But yeah, I guess that's about it. Oh, I'm gonna get Thor, and he could say hi, and then good night. So, did you know that I don't have a webcam? Excuse me. Did you know that I don't have a webcam? This isn't a webcam I'm using. It's actually my phone. I've mentioned this before as well on other streams, you know, but this is my phone. It's a Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. They're currently on the 25. However, I haven't really seen the need to update because it's pretty much like the same phone over and over. Same thing with the iPhone as well. But I really like this phone. But yeah, even on, I use it for all my long form content, my shorts, everything is filmed with my phone. And even the front facing camera is 2160p 4K. So the photo and video quality is top notch. Like, I love it. It looks great. Sounds great. No issues. And actually, it's a hell of a lot better than most webcams out there, unless you have like a top of the line webcam. But this is way better than regular webcams. But depending on what you have your settings at, I have the stream in 1080p and playback on 1080p. I could set it higher, but it can cause some issues when you do. I don't know. Do I have it? Yeah, yeah. Anyway, but whatever. Anyway, but my long form content, if you go and look, it's all 4K 2160p. But yeah, this is not a webcam, it's my phone. And to achieve that, there's a workaround to not having a webcam. If anybody was interested in live streaming yourself from your PC, but you don't have a webcam, you have a mic, everything else, there's an app that I use. It's called Droid Cam. You have to have it on your phone and your PC. And it turns your phone into a webcam. It's pretty cool. And I brought that up, and I don't know why. But yeah. Yeah, I brought that up for a reason, and I got into the spiel about everything into it with it, and now I forget why I mentioned it. Why I brought it up. I don't know. However, like, it just probably happened. OBS, every so often, I don't know the exact interval of minutes, but every so often, OBS will go glitchy. It'll glitch out. It'll, like, distort and slow down, and just for, like, a couple seconds, and then it'll render back and it'll be fine. But it does happen every so often. So yeah. But and even though this is my last White Claw, I'm trying to I'm gonna start limiting my drinking to like 3 or 4, because when I go over that and I wake up the next morning and I have work, I always wake up with a headache. It's not like a hangover, but if I have 5 or 6 or whatever, I've been waking up with headaches. So I need to start limiting it to like 3 or 4. And then also, they're very, very carbonated. They're carbonated, seltzers. And it just makes me burp nonstop. In fact, the other morning, not yesterday, the day before, I woke up out of my sleep. I think I woke myself up. Yeah, doing from hiccups. I had the hiccups, and I had them in my sleep. I had them before I went to sleep. I don't know if I fell asleep while I had them. I don't think I did, but I had them at night, and then I think I was dreaming something about like not breathing, or like I think I was like hiccuping in a dream, and then I woke up hiccuping for like, I don't know, 15-20 minutes, and it seemed like it wasn't going away. I started looking up like how to get rid of hiccups, how long do hiccups normally last, all this shit. That'll happen every once in a blue moon. I'll have a hiccup fit that just doesn't go away, and I just realized I'm not gonna make it to Jewel. Fuck. So I gotta go in the morning. Wait a minute. I have, because Jewel closes at 9. It's 8:30 or 8:26, and well, I have like 2 days of pills left. So okay. So I could keep streaming for a bit then, I guess. Yeah. Oh, look how Bus is on. Hold on. want to see something. How do I share my screen from OBS? I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh man, I think I'm a half hour. Wait, what? Ah, damn it. Is mic on? Wait, mic's not on. What the hell? Why is mic not on? What the hell's going on here? Got fucking AMAC. Uh, uh, what are those two bitches' names? Chubby, AMAC, and what's the other one? Oh, Angie uploaded. Fucking buff. I don't like him. It's the same mic as me. He has his on cycle, where it cycles through the colors. I like keep mine at static. But what the fuck? We got Angie's fat ass, Amac's fat ass, Buff stupid ass, fucking this boring motherfucker. What the hell's his name? God, he talks like so slow. And then Sweet Tea. Where the fuck's Mike? He's supposed to be on every night. What is this? They had two really good shows the last two nights, and now we got these fucking idiots. What the fuck? I'm gonna keep that playing in a mini window here so I can see what's going on. However, I'm out of claws now, and I want to get some more. Fuck. Wait. There we go. Didn't mean to do that. Oh. As far as this goes? Guess so. I'm just changing some windows around. I want to show you guys something. This is what I'm talking about. When, you know, pertain to the LCU and hosts, in their Discord call, which is what they use, but then they don't utilize chat and they can't see chat and they have to be read super chats and all this dumb shit when it's like you could just fucking open multiple windows on your goddamn screen. You know? Like, look, this is what I mean. See that? Got multiple windows open here. I got OBS right there. I have my stream going because I have multiple Google accounts. Okay. Then I got fucking local bus stream going. And then I have Discord open there. Which, if you were using all four, that's about how you would have it. Or you would just have, if you were the OBS runner, you would have OBS, and then Discord, and then your stream. If you weren't using OBS, then you would just have your stream and Discord, half and half. Like, I don't understand why. I don't get it. And it's like, if they're not aware of it, why aren't they told about it? Open multiple fucking windows. It's not hard to do. Looks like Sweet Tea's going off on some kind of rant. But, yeah. I'm going to put something in my chat real quick. And there we go. But looks like we've been going for about an hour and a half. So, oh, yeah, I forgot about, I didn't forget about him, but I'm going to go get Thor, and then we're going to wrap this up. Should I go up on Bus and ask them what the fuck they're doing? I might do that. Or try to anyway. It seems like, I don't know, all the LCU shows, they used to have people call in all the time. Like, all the time. It was a normal thing. Even on Locale Live. And it seems like they haven't done that shit in a minute. Like, Locale Queens in its heyday, when Becky was there, and I was a mod on the channel, I was probably on fucking Queens like 10 times. Just as a guest. I was on live like a couple times. And some other shows. I think I was on Milkers once or twice or something like that. I don't know about any other shows aside from the tryouts. But yeah, and that's one thing you want to do. Well, they always tell the interns to come up on shows. But I see it as, if you're trying to get on a show, just come up as a guest, so that way people can, get to know you more, and this and that don't know you or whatever. Just start seeing you more and stuff like that. And I haven't even attempted to go on as a guest in a while. I did on Queens one day. This was like a couple weeks ago. Mike said whoever wants to come up, and it was on Anchor Grandpa's birthday, and he said if you want to come up and share your favorite Anchor Grandpa moment, blah blah. But I was actually at work on my lunch break, and it was about to end, and I was outside as well because I was vaping. I wasn't at home on my setup. But I went up on and waiting anyway for like 2 minutes, but I guess he didn't see it, and I didn't end up going on. But I said, I'd rather come, but if you want to do this tomorrow, I could come up. But then they ended up, not doing that anyway, and blah blah. But yeah, I haven't been on panel in the LCU in a while. I'm trying to think, like, the last time that I did go up on panel. Um, it's been a while. It's probably on Lookout Queens when Becky was still there. So aren't I aren't I a member on Bus? Oh, so I'm logged in on a different account. That's why. But anyway, I'll go get Thor real quick. Let me finish this. Have another vape. I also have a Discord, by the way, which I was promoting here and there a bit before. Um, but I've since stopped, and the members that I did have, I kicked out. I don't know. I just wanted to have a clean slate, and I don't even think I have any members. I might have one, and that might be. Let's see. Do I have any? Let me see. Let me open this fully. It's ETX Live Discord server. Are there any members in here? I don't know if I actually have any members. Hold on. No, I'm the only member. But yeah, I kicked whoever was in there before, and I haven't been advertising it since then. So, you know. But I post all my YouTube stuff in there as well, for the most part. Every video I have, every gaming live stream, I always post it there. I post a lot of photos of Thor, and yeah. But like I said, I haven't really been announcing it or anything, so there's currently no members. Um, Let me see something. Yeah, anytime I share a live stream, only two things come up in Discord for me to share, which is it looks like ETX Live, and then the hell's the other one? Oops. Uh, I don't know. But in my Discord, there's the automated things events, which is blank. Then I have browse channels, which is all the general. That's what I do. Server shop. That's just stuff in Discord. Members. Server boost if you have Discord. What's it called? Discord fucking. What's that shit called? Oh my goodness. Something Tro. Metro. Virtue. Uh. Oh my god. Uh. Nitro. I didn't see it. I just remembered it. Now we have announcements, but there's nothing in there. ETX Live. What does that say? ETX Live. I have pets. Oh, my baby. All these pictures of Thor in there. My sister's cat, one of them. Horror, true crime, There's that camp. I'm not sharing the screen. I'm just talking about what I'm looking at. True crime. It's my canvas print of Ed Gein's house, which is in my other bathroom. Conspiracy theories. I said my only post in there on July 2nd. I said 9/11 was 100% an inside job. Let's talk about it. Cool shit. PC setups, a bunch of photos of my setup. That's a cool one. Should I make everything all red again? That looks cool. Maybe I'll do that. That looks fucking badass. Reminds me of the Predator. Oh shit, I just exited out on accident. Dang, how'd I do that? Gotta open it back up. That looks cool. Like the Predator ship. Got gaming, Call of Duty loadouts, aliens, comics, live on air, Studio A, members waiting. So that way, if I'm streaming and we're using Discord and we want to do a podcast, you could come into members waiting and I could pull you in and we could talk like that. And then just the ETX live channel. Then we have general and then ETX live VC1. So that's a voice chat in the general ETX Discord where everybody, all the members can talk amongst themselves. And of course, once I get monetized, that of course would be one of the benefits of being a paid member, the fucking Discord, right? So yeah. Okay, so Sweet Tea is up there with Buff. Who's running OBS? I don't know. But anyway, guys. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna pee and I'm gonna get Thor. Hold on. Hi, hon. Hello. 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 Hi, honey. What you doing? What you doing? Stinky. Hi. Hi. My big house. My baby. My baby. Come here. Look who got up on his own. Hold on. Look who got up on his own. Say hi, YouTubes. Or, hey, hold on, will ya? Whoa, you're going cuckoos. Say hi. What are you looking at? Hmm? Say hi. Say hi, YouTubes. You my mushy baby. You see that face fat? That face mush? He came to me while I was going pee. Came in the bathroom and started talking to Daddy. Oh, dang. I was looking at the one window. I thought I just got an orange super chat, but it was the other stream I'm watching. I was like, damn, how's that possible? I thought somebody was talking about you in super chat at Thor. Whoa. What are you doing? Thor. He really doesn't like being held for some reason. I think it has to do. See, I said this. I talked about this before, but I talked about it in my last video. Hold on, Thor. Hold on, will you? See, he's a rescue. I adopted him, and I'm not gonna get into all this now, but I think he was abused by the last people that had him, and like I could pretty much do everything with him. But he still doesn't like being held too much. And I'm thinking that maybe the people that had him did something when they held him that he doesn't like, that he gets like memories of. But I've had him for over a year and a half, and he knows he's safe with me. Maybe he just doesn't like being held. I don't know. Right? Hold on. Come here, you. Thor, say hi. Look. Here, whoa. Oh, man. Thor. Honey. You're okay. You're okay. Thor, you're going cuckoo. Relax. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. He hates it. That's it, huh? Like, yeah, he doesn't like being held too much. And then, I don't know, some more, he's sometimes he's calmer than other times as far as being held. Uh, but he seems to particularly, I'm going glitchy, he seems to particularly not like it when was locale bus cut off early? No. When I'm sitting down and holding him. Not sure why. But anyway, guys, I guess that's about it. So I'm gonna go over this again. Well, actually, no. I'm just gonna say my intro, and that's gonna be it. Yeah. Too late to go to Jewel, so I will get his prescription tomorrow. I'm thinking actually probably after work instead of before work. Because I want to start getting into a routine of itching, of going to son of a bitch. because I get hungry a lot at work, like, you know, way before my lunch. Which at work I get two 15-minute breaks and an hour lunch. But typically I take my lunch 5 hours into my shift, and I work 9-hour days. Okay. And of course I get hungry before then, because typically I don't eat in the morning. I just get ready and I go to work. There was like one day where I stopped at McDonald's. But what I want to start doing is waking up. Let me think. If I have to be there at 11, and to, let me think for a minute. Like tomorrow, typically I work from 11 to 8. So if I have to be there at 11, it'd probably be a good idea to leave here about, because there's a McDonald's like a few blocks away, which is, you know, a mile or so down the road from work. But I want to start like going to McDonald's. There's Dunkin' right there too, but going to McDonald's, sitting inside, have my breakfast, have some coffee, watch my YouTubes, and then go to work. Instead of just getting up, going to work, and like not eating anything, and it's like, you know, I have no, like, I'm tired, I get headaches, all this and that. So I think I'm gonna start getting up a while earlier, go to McDonald's, get some breakfast, you know, sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin, hash browns, whatever, some coffee, eat, drink my coffee, and then go to work. And I think I'll feel a lot better throughout the day. That by the time I take my first 15-minute break, I won't be scrambling to like eat something quick and yada yada. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. You know, especially in the winter, like I want to sit there and drink some good hot black coffee and, you know, relax and not be rushing. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm Norwegian, not Russian, but yeah, Norwegian, Sicilian, German, and Irish. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. So I'll probably, let me think, probably leave. I'll get up about 9, get ready, give Thor his medication and feed him, and then go to McDonald's, get my breakfast, get my coffee, sit there for a while, you know, have my headphones on, watch my YouTube, and then go to work. That way I go to work, I'm not tired, I have some energy for the day, I'm refreshed, I have a full belly, have my coffee, this and that, and then going to work. I think that is the plan. So I'll probably leave about 9:30. It's a few minutes away. You know, sit down, order, chill, and then going to work refreshed instead of just waking up, going in. Like, I don't like that shit. I don't like it at all. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. Yeah. So I'll wake up about an hour earlier. Like I said, go in, eat my breakfast, drink my coffee, watch my YouTube, and then go to work. That's the plan. By the way, today, Predator Badlands came out in theaters. Thor, what are you doing? What are you doing, honey? I heard that jump. Where'd you jump from, the counter? Yeah. But yeah, Predator Badlands came out today. In theaters. I don't know if it's going to be available online or what. I would assume that it would be, like Alien Earth was and is, which I still have to catch up on that. I only watched part of the first episode. I don't know why I haven't finished it, because I'm extremely interested in the Alien and Predator universe, so I need to go back and watch that, and then go and watch Badlands, either in theater or online, wherever. But yeah, guys, that is it. So, last time, monetarily, you can help me in the channel out by super chatting via Cash App at ETX666. When you send whatever you send, you could send a message in your message, and your comment, question, whatever. If I see it while I'm live, I will read it aloud live. Thank you for it. Shout you out. All that good stuff. If you do it on the live stream playback, I will then read aloud and everything I just said on the next stream. Okay. And I stream often, so non-monetarily, like the video, subscribe. When you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Comment down below, like, share, all the good stuff. Everything counts as engagement and helps me out. But anyway, guys, that is it for this one. So if you enjoyed this live stream, go ahead and hit the like button. If you enjoyed the show, hit the fucking like button. All it does is help me out, all right? Hit the like button, comment down below, let me know what you thought of the stream. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, leave them down below. Share the stream if you feel so inclined. Twitter, Discord, whatever. Subscribe. That's a big one. About 3/4 of my viewership are not subscribed, and I just don't get it. Yeah, like literally 75% of my viewership, 75% of my viewers are not subbed. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, and set it to all, so that way you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is often, again. And all those things, a few taps, few clicks, depending on what device you're on, doesn't cost you anything. It's free of charge, doesn't cost you shit. And all it does is help me and my channel out and gets me more engaged in the algorithm and puts my content out to more people, which in turn gets me that much closer to being monetized, which in turn allows me to get more content out to you. Exclusive content, members only content, members only streams, members only videos, early access videos, etc. Okay? So yeah, do all those things and we will be way past 1,000, way past those watch hours in no time, and the content is only going to get that much better from here on. Okay? Doing all sorts of stuff. This is not a one genre channel. This is a multiple things under one umbrella. Capiche? Capiche. And with that, that is it. So, if you want to continue to see more content like this, then stay tuned. And one more vape. We'll see you later.